Hey guys, new thumbnail, new year kind of a thing, but stuff's going on that is triggering me, my anxiety, my trauma, and I'm dealing with it as best as I can because that's really all we can do. But I have a trauma that's very specific and very weird and very illogical, but it's one where I struggle to just relax into something good because when I do, something bad will happen or something will make the good thing disappear or it will be threatened with disappearing. Like, I had a really pretty good Christmas, pretty good New Year's, but now we're having trouble with the caregiver, Izzy, with her attendance. On Friday, she was out because of some kind of issue with the babysitter. She's a mom, she has a child, she has a young baby, not quite a toddler, but a baby. And the child care fell through, so she couldn't come. And we got a call at about 10 o'clock letting us know about this, and they made it sound like she was in the process of getting more childcare and that she would come, but she never did. And we never got a call to update us, so we just waited around until we gave up. And then today, at 11, when she was supposed to be here, we get a call from the Right at Home place, just like on Friday, and they told us that her car had been towed and that she was working on getting it out of there so that she could get to us. But that was all we got. We waited around for an hour, she never showed. And my mom says it's not that big of a deal to go in and get your car and get it back after it's been towed. It just costs you a lot of money. It's expensive, but it's not where you have to sit around for hours, unless there's some new part of it that I don't know about. But so Friday and then Monday, that's 2 misses in a row for her. Not counting the weekend, because Izzy's the weekday caregiver. And weekend caregivers, it turns out they kind of rotate people around. So we have a new caregiver for the weekends. It's Tanya. Beautiful black lady with her hair done in what she calls sister locks. Very pretty lady. Loves big earrings just like me. So we were talking earrings and stuff, and I really like her. I really like Izzy too, and I just hope that these are just temporary hiccups. Because here's the thing. Because this has happened, my anxiety and my trauma are trying to tell me that I was ridiculous and not smart to relax and accept that, oh, we're getting help and it's all going to be fine. It probably is all going to be fine. But having this happen 2 times in a row with the specific person has my brain going into spirals, and I'm having to fight my way out of them. Because my brain is trying to go, see, nothing good ever stays with you. Nothing good ever lasts. Everything good always gets ruined. And I feel like I'm jumping from one hamster wheel to the next, and back and forth, fighting the trauma reaction that's trying to tell me that I need to be mad at her because she's doing this specifically to make my life harder. And no, that is not true at all. She's probably just having a run of really bad luck. Because these right at home caregivers, they get background checks and stuff. They don't just pull random people off the street. They're trained to do this. It's not just something anybody can do. So it's not like we have to worry that she's some kind of liar or something. I do not think that she is doing anything malicious. It's just she's having bad luck. And maybe she couldn't get the money together to get her car, and she's waiting for somebody to help her pay for it. To get it out of wherever it was towed to, impounded to. It's not just her that drives the vehicles, because it's both her cars, apparently. She has, sisters and brothers and relatives, and they also drive the cars. And it sounds like maybe one of her relatives parked somewhere they shouldn't, and if two of them were there, both cars, because she has a big SUV and then she has a typical everyday car, and both her vehicles are towed. So, you got to pay for both of them, and that's not cheap. And if she can't just scrounge up the money, I mean, she's stuck. She might have to have somebody give her a ride and pick her up. I don't know, but my mom says that if she's a no-show tomorrow, or we get a call saying that she's going to be a little bit late and then nothing, we're going to have to call them and ask what's going on, because we're being kind of left out in the open here. We're being left with nothing. And, my mom's back has been healing and doing better, but having to deal with that again, her back is starting to hurt again. And it's at a point now where if he has to get on his commode multiple times, her back goes out on her and she can't function for the day. And she's just in pain, and all she can do is sit and maybe stand up for a few minutes to cook or something. But the rest of the day, whatever plan she made, gone. So, and like, this isn't all my dad's fault either. He didn't go out and get Parkinson's just to make life hard, but it's just his very ungrateful attitude. His very me, and he acts like nobody else's needs matter except his. And he's not like that with Izzy, but he is with Mom and me. And that's the thing, is he will cooperate like a good old soldier, like a good old champion for everybody except me and Mom. Anybody else comes in here and says jump, he will say how high. If you walk in there and say jump, he'll say, no, I don't want to. Like, that's literally what it's like. So, Friday and today were rough. And I've just been avoiding him as much as possible. But I keep trying to tell myself that it's not malice, it's not the universe trying to make my life harder, because part of my trauma is a kind of this belief that the universe is just a bully that is out to make my life harder just so that some deity out there can laugh at me. And that's not true. That can't be true, because that would mean everybody that's having a bad day is being laughed at by the universe, and that doesn't seem very nice. But yeah, trauma sucks. And when you have days like this where it's trying to pummel you, it's hard. These are the hard days. And on top of all of this, I've lost access to my therapist because of the Kaiser Permanente strike. So, like, it just feels like so many bad things are trying to worm into the good things. It's like I'm trying so hard to keep this beautiful mural intact, and things just keep coming in and eating little holes and cracks in it. And it makes me so mad, because I'm trying so hard to just hold on to this happiness, and just to be like, it's a bad day. But when one bad day turns into 2 bad days, and then 3 bad days, and then 4 bad days, because of things that you have no control of and cannot change, that's where the trauma starts to kick in and say, no, you're being punished for something. You've done something that you didn't deserve. So, like, it's a fucking spiral. I'll be okay. I just gotta deal with my bullshit. And Kaiser, come on. Just pay your mental health workers. I miss my therapist, and I don't want to get another one. I don't. If I can't have Laura back, I just won't go back. Fuck it. Maybe I'm not meant to. See? That was an intrusive thought right there. That maybe I don't deserve to be helped. Maybe I don't need help. Maybe I'm just supposed to be miserable. Like, that's the bullshit. I'm fighting it. But it's happening, and I want you to know that it's happening. I want you to see this ugly thing. Because trauma is not skipping through a flower field while you take a little sertraline pill and, oh, everything's fine. No. It's work. It's hard work. And when you're doing it kind of alone because of circumstances outside your control, it just makes it scary. But what can we do but go forward?